让他过来。
回家。
不，妹妹是
不用。这一路
别找。
那妹妹问啊，妹妹此去
说
这块
若
那边都
真等，以后我都好，妹妹。
好。
小好，妹妹只身。
妖怪！有妖怪！快逃啊！
姐姐且宽，
听说妖怪是
妹妹，我降妖除魔的本事。你这小打那两个小
补着。
哪儿来的半妖妮子？胆敢在我们黑将军的地盘上撒！
这一次且放你。此处有这黑。
Hey, what's up, Thurns? Yes, it is. The one game I bought on the Steam sale. I bought one game, and this is it. I spent 50 bucks trying to get Virgil today and got nothing. Deadbeat dad. Trying to help him pay his child support. He's like, nope. Always gotta have annoying enemies like this, man. Every game. Why do you have to have flying enemies and everything? Combat was good until I got these bastards. What is the hitbox? Are they gonna ban birds from video games? Fuck you. Parry feels really good in this game. That's pretty cool. Huh. I've been following this game for a while, but it was looking like one of those early access games that was never going to get finished because they didn't update the game for like 8 months or something. So I was like, I definitely have bought my fair share of like it's mostly games from like China and stuff, China and Taiwan. I guess they try to get publishers and stuff, and then like the publishers just ditch them and they can't finish the game. I bought like 3 or 4 games like that, so it's like this game looked kind of cool, but I noticed it hadn't been updated in like 8 months, so I was like, I wasn't sure if I wanted to take that risk again. But they took it out of early access a couple hours ago, so I bought it while I was at work. Oh, that's actually really cool. I like how the moveset actually evolves quite a bit. Try this. I bought that one game that looked cool, but they never even updated it once. They just abandoned it. I actually bought 2 games like that. It's like, okay, if you're gonna put it in early access, at least have, like, some intention of finishing the game. At least make it look like you're not trying to run off of people's money. I think a lot of what happens is their publishers, like, bail on them or something. Are you gonna take the parry away from me, huh? I hate when they do that. It's just gonna be like Neo 2, where it's just like all the parries and stuff are pointless because they only work on like the jobber enemies. How's this gonna work?
妖怪闻到。
说。
It's really nice how the dodge takes like no stamina when you're out of combat, so you can move around faster. Sure would be nice if I could skip these poorly translated cutscenes though. They talk so much. Come on. Why there had to be so many cutscenes? It's like, just show me, don't interrupt me. What's that? Problem I always have with playing like games from China and Taiwan, they're always like really poorly translated. So even if you are a person that cares about the story, I'm obviously not really a story-oriented gamer. You're not going to be able to understand what's going on anyway. I definitely prefer when games like this just don't have cutscenes. It's very hard to get an idea of what's going on. Translation is very poor. What is this? They're not enemies. Oh, it won't. It never does with these kinds of games. Bloody Spells translation's still pretty bad. Those cutscenes are not worth watching unless you speak, you know, native Chinese. In which case, the story's probably not bad. It's probably not like Shakespeare or anything, but probably at least somewhat understandable. It's kind of like old school Neo Geo games. They do their translations in-house. They don't want to, like, hire somebody who speaks native English or Spanish or Japanese or Brazilian Portuguese, whatever language. They try to do it themselves, which it sounds cost-effective, but then it doesn't, like, actually work because, you know, people can tell that you didn't get somebody who natively speaks that language to translate it. A lot of times it gets really hard to tell, like, what exactly they're trying to say. You see it on, like, every foreign game like this. It's like, there's people, like, actually offering to translate it to, like, less common languages like Portuguese and stuff. And they don't bite on them, so you get the English equivalent of whatever language. great combat right here. Little bit sketch that you can't skip fights. That's probably going to get really annoying later on. Right now, it's not too bad. Yeah, it came out of early access a couple hours ago. Gotta learn his timings. This game's really piling on the boss fights, though. I like this. The bosses are pretty fun so far. They feel very skill-based. I don't know if I can parry that. Parry that. Let's try to do this with no heals. Parry that. There we go. Nice. This game feels pretty good. Yeah, get your ass out of here. Alright, let's do the challenge for him. I like this too. You can, if you're good at the boss fights, you get pretty good rewards. Well, pays to really learn all the openings and stuff. Nail all your parries. He gives you a good opportunity here. He does the ball. Oops. Can't restart it. just don't attack. It's just like chilling. He's way more aggressive on the actual fight. This challenge one, he's just kind of like zoning out. He's got reverse zoomies. Is that enough for everything? Breaker skill. Ah. Nice. Yeah, that was enough for everything. Still had 25 seconds to spare. That seems like that's going to be really useful. We'll grab that. Dispelling giving stamina seems like something we'd want. I don't know how long this game's gonna be, though. I'm already pretty deep in this skill tree. I've only been playing for like 2 hours. Not that long. What's this? Oh, wow, that looks sick. Huh. I like how they really encourage you to use the defensive options. You get a lot of stacks of this stuff if you're defending yourself pretty well. I'm gonna focus on this one for now, though. So I'm very close to having it done. So you can get more on the Helm Breaker. Take that. Yep, yeah. One more will max it out. So let's equip this one. I don't think I'm gonna bother with the ones that summon stuff. They seem too situational. I don't know how useful they really are. Get a shield after a perfect dodge counter. How do I do pole vault again? Well, actually saving that mook let me skip that area. That's pretty cool. Normally in games like this, when they like give you a any kind of opportunity to show mercy to the enemies, instead of just killing them, it's always like they come back and they make things worse. That was actually pretty nice. I spared that guy like at the beginning of the stream, and he just saved me from all that. That's pretty cool. What is this gimmick shit? Save me from this, you stupid rat. This is stupid. What am I supposed to do? What the hell is that? What is this, Ninja Gaiden? I was having fun until it got to this point. Just guys spamming projectiles. So much fun. Get over here and fight. This is dumb. You're letting me actually fight things for a while, and now it's just these guys just shooting. This is obnoxious. At least have a melee attack when I get up close, so you stop spamming. This is so jank. What the hell is this? Can I just leave? I don't want to fight all these enemies. Come on. Just leave. Is it really gonna make me fight all of them? I can't just leave. To do this shit again. It's having too much fun having the enemies actually fight. We need to stop that right away and just have these guys just shoot. They don't even engage you when you get up close, they still just keep shooting. This is slow and boring. Why does this take like 50 hits to die? Can I just skip this? Better not make me fight all of them. Are you serious? I can't just leave? Why do I have to kill them? Come on. Really? Wow. That's stupid. You should be able to just leave. It's gonna take like 10 minutes to kill them all. Because they don't actually fight. They just stand there. Stand there and shoot. I just love Ninja Gaiden. This is what they do in Ninja Gaiden. It's just stand there and spam. Why can't I just leave them? Why do I have to fight them? I got to the end. The inner speedrunner in me was denied. This is dumb. Why does this take like 50 years to come down? I don't want to fight them. They're not fun. This game sucks now. Why do I have to fight these freaking pansies? They don't even attack you. Why couldn't that rat just take me past all this? Skip it. Like these stupid wusses that just shoot. Best enemy design is when they don't even engage you at all, just stand there and shoot. Force you to kill them all too, which is dumb. Why can't I just run past them? It's normally what I do when you put crap like this in your game. I just don't fight them. It's just nothing but projectile spam. Just put all the irritating enemies in one room and force you to fight them for no reason, even though you can clearly get over there. This is stupid. Just having fun with this game until this point, now it's just... artificial, boring difficulty. Never can just let me have just a game where people don't spam projectiles. Every game has to be like this, and I don't understand why. I was really enjoying this. I hope this is the only instance of this in the game. Why do I have to kill them? I got all the way to the end and wouldn't let me leave. This is the kind of stuff I just skip. Come on, break! This is making me want to throw my controller. Just die! Yeah, you can't shoot enough already. Just shoot some more. So fun when enemies don't actually fight you. They just stand there and spam. I'm gonna put this on easy. This level is stupid. I better be able to change it back. I'm not dealing with this shit. This is not even gameplay. How about just removing this room entirely? Come on, break it! This is incredibly overtuned. I don't know how you're supposed to do this. It's just a room of projectile spam. Best thing to put in a melee action game is projectile spam. Look how these guys are harder than the bosses. Kind of reminds me of Neo 2 in some ways. You get those bullshit combinations of enemies that are way harder than the bosses. Okay, let's put it back on normal. Yeah, I wasn't gonna sit there for an hour. That's what you like to call artificial difficulty. SW5 range spam, yeah, pretty much. Not really my idea of fun. Give me a challenging melee enemy, and I'll bang my head against the wall until I beat it, but when you just give me a bunch of projectile spam, I'm not really too inclined to care. I'll do anything to get past that and get back to, like, actual fun gameplay. Definitely, a lot of that is my Ninja Gaiden PTSD, too. They do that in Ninja Gaiden, original Ninja Gaiden 2. The guys with rocket launchers that just shoot from, like, the other side of the screen. Your character can't cancel out of anything. And when you get closer, they spam it even more. Pinnacle of game design right there. That was a hard thing to balance, though. Like, they want the player to, like, do other strategies, but a lot of what happens in, especially harder games like this, is, like, the character can't really deal with that kind of projectile spam. It just feels like it's just there to annoy you, not really to challenge you. Those enemies are no threat when you get near them. They can't melee attack you, so they're defenseless. That's what I liked about Assault Spy. That was like... It's weird, like, that game is almost all projectile spam. Outside of bosses and a couple enemies, but they give you tools to deal with it, so it actually doesn't feel that bad. It's weird that a game made by one guy can better balance the usual, like, super obnoxious enemies that just shoot you than, like, something like this, which obviously had at least a small team working on it. Or even, like, bigger budget stuff like Ninja Gaiden. Oh, boss time. Get up, please? You're just gonna stand there? Hello? Or is that like the first try? The projectile spammers was like 10 minutes. The classic generic mooks just shooting for 20 minutes is more threatening than Big Boss. Like always. Some things never change. I want to fight him again. He died like so fast. Just the little rats with bows, crossbows, are like more dangerous. Okay, I think I got something. Alright, let's get the run back on him. It's probably going to be harder this time. Like half his health. I need to pop the lightning strike when he's stunned, I think. Should take off a lot of his health. Nice. I don't know how useful that's gonna be. That actually seems pretty useless. You're just gonna get hit during that. See if there's any other, like, gameplay changing stuff in here. Definitely want that. That's gonna make that counter do some pretty meaty damage.
妹妹，我想
那
不，
连狗
猎人，在下
你不是
林
阿毛。
really long startup on all his moves. It's kind of hard to get used to. All the monsters so far have attacked pretty quickly. I assume that's a parry. This game looks a weird blend between really nice and really cheap. The sprites look nice, the art looks nice, but the skeletal animation makes it look really cheap. That's just how this art style is. It doesn't matter how good the drawings are. The way they animate looks really weird. They look like dolls. It's unfortunate, but really only played a couple games that have used this kind of art style, and it doesn't look like that. It doesn't always feel like you're making impact with the enemies. Tough fight. Mostly because he keeps getting out of range. I can't, like, parry him. Do the stinger. Yeah, I like using lightning. Lightning is crazy burst damage. You can break their shield, you can take off like you can take off like half their health. Feels really good, especially since you get a lot of it by parrying. I think I'm gonna do that challenge. I think I'm gonna play some Ys 9. I'm liking this way more than I thought. This game's pretty legit. There's been some jank, like that room of just projectile spammers, but the boss fights feel really good. I like fighting them. They feel pretty well designed. That was a bad run anyway. I missed too many parries. It's mostly just like with this build, I need to just break his guard and then pop the lightning, and that takes off like a huge chunk of his health. Everything else before that is pretty irrelevant. He needs to give me good attacks though. Like that. Damn it. That was a good run, too. I almost had, lightning. I was about to just pop that, just break his shield, and he would have been dead. Nice. 42 seconds. Nice quick kill. Good fight. It's like a minute over the par time. Flower Slash, that sounds cool. Short period of extensive stamina. Huh. Thing I like about this too is that, like, you don't feel as bad trying to get a good run on the first fight, because you can fight them again, and you're actually rewarded for beating them quickly. So like, even if you heal spam through a fight, you're still gonna have to learn how to fight them. Which I think is actually pretty cool. It's definitely a problem with a lot of these, like, boss-heavy games, is that you'll get frustrated and you'll just keep healing and healing and healing, and you just kind of beat them by having a lot of items and stuff, but then you don't get to fight them again for another playthrough. So, you know, if you have, like, less resources, or it's the kind of game that, like, takes resources away from you, then you don't know what to do. But this, it feels good, you know. It doesn't really feel like you're losing too much experience by healing through them, because they give you really good stuff for doing this. So you're gonna have to learn how to kill them quickly, learn all the timings and the muscle memory and stuff. It feels pretty well balanced. Neo is kind of like that. You know, you can heal through a boss, or, like, get someone to carry you through it. You might not fight it again for a while. And you're probably going to struggle, just because you didn't really actually fight it. Yeah, that counter's gonna do some pretty good damage. Let's see. Oh, that's really cool. I like that. What else they got in here? Under the flower spirit state, perfect dodge erases surrounding projectiles. Wow, that's actually pretty cool. So the pause attack brings a big blade. Wow, I actually like this a lot. I'm gonna spec in this. All I've really been using is this. This is the boss killer right here. Well, what I've been doing is I've been waiting until the bar's full, and then I pop this, and you just keep doing that lightning attack, and like when their shield's broken, it takes off like it's been taking off like 30 to 40% of their health, which is nuts. Looks like there's only one other chapter after this. Well, it looks like there's some kind of new game plus. I want to see what the other character's like. I just picked the fox chick because she's faster, apparently. I'll take a look at his skill tree, see if he actually gets anything different. So is he like a completely different character, or is he just kind of like maybe he has like different magic moves? Ah, he actually does have different stuff in here. Counter motion after a perfect dodge with immune to all damage. That's pretty cool. Huh. I'm kind of glad I picked the character I did. She definitely seems a lot more interesting than him. I'm not gonna play through this again right now, though. That game's pretty cool. I'm surprised it got finished, because that game was looking dangerously close to some other early access games I bought, where they just like they do like 1 or 2 updates and then they just disappear. Which is actually what they did with that game. They updated it like 3 times and then disappeared for like almost a year, and then like, hey, the game's done now. Like, wouldn't it be better to do like incremental updates? Skull the Hero Slayer kind of had that problem too. They did the same thing with that game. They put like the whole second half of the game in the full release, so it wasn't anywhere near as balanced as the stuff that we had been playing for the past few months. So they spent like the last couple patches like balancing all that stuff out. I think that's definitely a bad way to do it. It looks bad to only put out like one like tenth of the game like every few months, but at least that way people are playing through it and you're getting good feedback about like what works and what doesn't, what feels fair and what doesn't. When you just like dump half the game and out of early access, like there's obviously going to be problems that, you know, especially for an indie game like that, there's not going to be a large amount of like beta testers and stuff to really knock out all those things. That game feels surprisingly good, considering that they actually did do that. They just kind of randomly brought it out of early access. Surprising. There isn't much to the combat, but it does feel very satisfying, and you can pretty much deal with everything. It feels pretty good. It's nowhere near as like in depth as like Neo or anything. I think that would be a little bit too hard for a small team. Actually, I'm gonna pull that up right now. Like, how long did they go between updates? I'm curious. So I've been watching that game forever. I never really bought it until I saw that it was on sale. Last time they updated, yeah, it was like 10 months ago. Holy shit. They legit went like a year just ghosting everybody. They only started talking about anything being worked on until like June. That's definitely not the way to do it, but the full release does feel pretty good. I'm actually surprised how much I'm enjoying it for just like a random impulse buy. So they went like 10 months without updating the game at all. I wonder how much of that is like the publishers telling them to not update regularly when it almost always causes problems. Skull the Hero Slayer was like that. It's like, let's just put like the other 60% of the game in the full release. And then like it came out and there was a lot of unfair stuff about it. And it took them like a couple months to fix it. It's like, why didn't you just put out those 2 levels over the course of like 6 months, but then like do it like every 2 or 3 months and then spend some time like balancing what's there and then move on. That's what 30XX and Rogue Legacy 2 are doing. They don't do like huge updates more than every few months, but they give you what they have done, and then they do a bunch of patches to like polish it up a bit. I definitely feel like that works better in early access. But that Eastern Exorcist game feels pretty good. I'm actually surprised how good it feels. I'm gonna go ahead and take my meds. I'll be right back. Hello. Actually, I don't feel like playing East 9 tonight. It's too late. By the time I get anything started in that game, it's going to be like 2:30 in the morning. I don't want to play any more Eastern Exorcist either. I think I'm just going to play some chill stuff for now. Yeah, that feels better. Ugh. did not want to. He didn't want to give me the ducking straight or whatever it's called. Dudley's move. It's like, nah, I'm not going to give you that move today. No, the Dobermans can't hurt you if you learn how to parry. But sometimes they're real dicks, and they decide that they don't want to give you that move. That was some shit RNG. I wasn't able to react in time. I've gotten S rank on this before several times, but not consistently. The last floor is the hardest. Gal is harder than Norris for sure, because she can't final fight throw the big bulls. This is pretty bad gameplay tonight. Might be a sign for me to just go to bed. The level of play tonight has not been very good. I haven't had the best day gaming-wise. I bought one of those packages on Pinnacle of Combat. Didn't get Virgil. The best gaming thing to happen to me today was buying that Eastern Exorcist game. Well, Virgil does have a pity. It's the other stuff in the game that does not have a pity. They're actually like halfway towards pity, so I'm not really too bothered by it, because by the time that I do get him, be it guaranteed or just getting lucky, he's going to have a lot more weapons, and those weapons are going to be in the pool, so it's not really a bad thing at all. It's just I didn't get anything good out of those attempts. They added a new weapon for him today. Well, yeah, the monetization in that game is suspect. He got some shuriken thing. It looks pretty cool, but I don't have the character, so I can't comment on it. Must be really hard to be a YouTube channel that only plays games like that. It doesn't play, like, single purchase stuff. Because you either need to be like crazy rich, crazy lucky, or have a community with a lot of disposable income. I guess it depends on the game. Pinnacle of Combat, yeah. That would be a pretty hard game to like break into for content creation. Because the pity system is not very good. Unless you've got like some oil prince that watches your videos every day and donates like $500 every time a character comes out. That's why I like to play other stuff. Service games for me are just like, they're nice to have when I don't have anything else to play, but I never would want to like specialize in those kinds of games. It's way too expensive. Diane! Killing me here. Yeah, but when you make content for those games, you have to have all the new stuff, because people are gonna wonder, like, is it worth getting this character, or weapon, or card, or gear, however the game works? Like, they just come to expect it from you, but unless you've got a steady stream of money coming in, you can't really do that. That's kind of the problem. I don't have anywhere near the disposable income to do that kind of thing. I've definitely put out some good content for service games, but I never really want to focus on them. A little bit too much time and money investment. I'll probably do pretty good when Pinnacle of Combat comes out globally, though, because I'll have the experience from playing the Chinese version. But unless they do some serious changes to how the monetization works in that game, I don't really think I can cover all the stuff in it. I don't mind spending. I generally don't play. If I like a game enough, I'll spend money on it. I'm totally fine with that. It's just when it feels like I'm not getting anything for it, that's where I draw the line. Like, I bought that pack for the legendary Beowulf and got nothing. I won't be doing that again until they add a pity. Virgil, you know, like I said, I got like halfway to pity for him today, so as they add more stuff for him, I will get him eventually. It's just I don't understand why the other stuff in the game does not have that pity. It's really wasteful to try to get the legendary weapons, which sucks because the legendary weapons are not only the strongest weapons, they're also giving you like whole new moves and stuff, and like that's what's interesting about that game compared to like other games like that where the content is just like KOF All-Star, that other game I play. It's like, let's just put out these busted characters every month, and there's your content. and in Pinnacle of Combat, it's like, let's put out these weapons that give you like whole new moves. And in character action game, moves are content, just like fighting games. You know, a balance patch is like relatively minor in other games, but like in a beat 'em up, it can be like not a beat 'em up, but in a fighting game, it can be like it can be content basically. It can make like other characters viable or like change the meta enough to make the game interesting again. So it really sucks that they have those weapons in the game and there's no pity for them at all. I won't be buying any packages for those ever again. Pretty much, Virgil, I can justify it because at least I'm making progress towards getting him, and the longer it takes, the more stuff he's going to have in his pool. So it's actually not really that bad that I didn't get him, but the other stuff is monetized terribly. There's no other way to put it, really. I'd consider buying another one of those packs if, I don't know, if someone donated or something. I'd consider doing it, but I'm not going to do that again this month. I had the money this month, so I just went ahead and did it. But playing service games when you're partnered is like, it's a really slippery slope because generally people won't watch you play anything else. And if it's a game like that, you have to be spending money. You pretty much have to be spending money to like get all the new stuff. Pinnacle of Combat is not very generous with free currency either. It's a combination of like not being very generous with the how many free currencies you can get every week, and then the lack of pity, and the rates are pretty bad too. So I wish the best to people that are going to try to like grow off that game. You'd better hope that you have some money saved up, or you've got like a couple people that really like you and drop like hundreds on you a month. That's like the only way. They do not make it. That game is hell for a content creator. I can already see it. That is not a very content creator friendly game. I'd be better off playing like PSO2 New Genesis or something. So you don't really have to spend any money in that. You have to play it a lot, yes, but spending money, there's no like character progression in the loot boxes and stuff, so we'll see. When that PC port comes out, and it comes out globally, I'm going to be playing that a lot more. It's just, I don't have oil princes watching me that can drop like $300 when Virgil comes out or something. No, it's a little bit, I'm not really sure what I'm going to do with that game. Alright, well, I think I'm going to sign off. I'm going to try to get to bed. I think in the morning I'm going to do some more Eastern Exorcist, and then do some East 9. I don't feel like playing East 9 tonight, because it's already too late. There's a lot of cutscenes in that game, and I'm like I'm in like side quest hell right now. So I don't like really feel like playing it right now. When I get up in the morning, if I'm not too beat up by the heat, we'll play some more. Yeah, I'll see you guys probably in the morning.